Comfort in my home, so I'm not totally dressed fancy for this occasion. But I did say I was going to do a video, so I'm going to do a video displaying the Springfield Armory's Springfield XD9 9mm semi-automatic pistol. Now, just to give you a quick start off, I'm going to let you know this here is the lockbox they give you, Springfield Armory. It's nothing fancy, just a typical box to store your stuff in. Um, so I'll give them that. It comes with a little cleaning brush, so you can get all up in there, scrub down your gun with a little bit of oil and get rid of some of the grime. Comes with a pack of Lucas brand extreme duty gun oil. Lucas is the same company that are the automotive lubricant oil makers as well. So it comes with 2 magazines. So we got one right here loaded with blanks. Indicator on the back. It tells you when you got 4, 7, and 10 rounds. California gun laws are 10 plus 1. 10 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. Anything above that, you would be in violation of the law. So, if you can see this one, the indicator will tell you, if you can see it, that you can see there's a bullet in each one of these. So, we're not using any real bullets for this demonstration purpose today. It does indeed come with a cable lock, but if you got children, I honestly recommend you go and you buy... I'd recommend that you would go and you buy your own lockbox. This is nice, but it's okay. It meets the bare minimum requirements for having a safe, a safety place for your gun. Now, whenever you have it in your lockbox, it's not even supposed to be loaded anyhow, so that's the number one thing. Anybody in the line of duty or doing anything like that might want to have their stuff ready to go. It is a service pistol, so it's good for protection of home and property, but it's also good for work if you are a licensed registered guard or anything like that. The bullets I carry that I enjoy, they're the hollow point tips. Splatter when they hit the target. Don't use those when you go to the range because you're wasting your money. It's really expensive. So, here we go. Springfield XD 9mm. I'm just putting my finger there to cover my cereal. I'm going to go over some of the features of this gun. Number 1, you got the little guardrail right there. You can attach your laser sight on or flashlight, tack light. You don't need to go to a gunsmith for that. Some of the features here, you got fiber optic rear and front sight. So when the light hits it, as you can see that screen, the light hits it, it lights up that front sight, makes it glow. Daylight, great shooting for this thing. I haven't actually fired it, but I've heard a lot of good reviews and information in terms of on range time in the daylight and how good it works. So after I go to the range here soon, I'm going to give you guys some feedback on what I feel the recoil is like and how effective it is in actual situation, because I'm going to be practicing some drills. So I keep my finger up here or on the frame, away from the trigger. But the beautiful thing about this is it carries a safety feature, so it has a grip safety. Gotta depress that in order to fire the gun. Comes with a safety here. Pull the trigger, doesn't do nothing. Pull both triggers, you're still not cooking with grease. Grip safety and the other trigger, just doing that for the sake of you seeing. Bang. Now it will fire. Another thing, I'm just going to do a little cock back to reset the trigger so you can see. That comes out when the trigger's reset. I fire it, boom, it goes away. Trigger won't reset itself again unless there's more rounds to be fed through. Another thing, in this case, There's no rounds at all, but this is just to give you the explanation of it. That's your ejection port right there, and where your shell goes out after you fire. And right here is an indicator that will raise up when a round is actually in the chamber. Notice when I cocked back, that didn't even go up. This doesn't go up. It doesn't stick up. But if there was a round in the gun in the chamber, that would be sticking up. So that's just some of the features. I like the fact that you got your thumb grips right here. Your groove, your thumb will fit right into that groove. Feels comfortable and natural right there. It has a nice grip on it, real solid, comfortable. Um, these are some other features of it. You got a disassembly lever, so just that one little lever up front, and your slide lock. So I'm going to lock the slide to the rear. Boom. Now you can see that this is totally free and clear. This would be a safe gun all around right now. Gonna lift that depression, the disassembly lever, so it's ready to be disassembled. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that slide lock go forward. I'm gonna squeeze that trigger. Now I'm gonna detach the frame from the slide assembly, and inside of there, you're gonna be looking at your barrel, your spring, recoil springs, things like that. You take all those out and you clean, and so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. Gotta bring the slide all the way back to the rear. Then I'm gonna lower that disassembly lever that I did, I lifted up, lower it back down. Now I'm gonna let that slide lock go, let it lock forward, pull the trigger because it already reset. I like to do that anyways, as long as there's no loading, no loaded round in the chamber, no magazine in there. You never want to play around with a gun. It's not a toy. It is for adults. It's grown-up toys, boys and their toys, girls and their toys, right? But it's not something to play with. It should be treated as a loaded firearm at all times. You never point around and in unsafe places. Point at nothing that you don't intend to actually shoot. So I'm gonna load my blanks into here. They won't actually fire, just to show you what it looks like. Pop the mag in, rack it back. Now I want you to take a look at this. You can see if I get a good light right here, you can actually see how it's sticking up now. Yeah, so I was showing you before, it would be sticking up. Well, you can see it clearly now that it is indeed raised a little bit at that lip. So we have a round that's actually chambered. If I hold it just right, you'll be able to see that. It's a little hard with the lighting in here, but that round is indeed chambered, but it's not a real round. So now you see the indicator there. You got a round in the chamber, right? Indicator there, as well as the indicator there to show you that it's trigger's ready. I fire, bang, won't go anywhere. I can rack back, fire, rack back, fire, rack back, fire. And that's pretty much the action you're going to have. It's going to keep locking and racking until you run out of bullets. Then when it runs out of bullets, you're going to end up with the gun is going to end up. Well, first off, I'm going to clear this. Take out that mag. Release that round. It should just eject out when I do that, which it already did. I'm going to lock it to the rear again to show you what it looks like locked to the rear. When your gun is out of bullets, it's going to look like that. You're going to have to in a firefight situation, you're gonna have to go remove that slide lock. Boom, you're ready to go. It's hot. Just had to release that chambered round. Again, trigger resets. So this is definitely a nice lightweight model gun. I really like it. I like the build of it. I like the look, the aesthetics. I want to do a little bit of customization to it eventually, but it is made in Croatia. Interesting fact. But it is what appears to be a pretty good gun. So that's my basic little review on some of the features about this thing. And if you have any questions or you want to know where you can go and pick up one, uh, feel free to contact me and I can give you some more information. All right, well, catch you later. Peace.